Throughout the history of bodybuilding, there has been a big misconception of power and strength. One of the misconceptions about this is many people think that you have to be big or you have to have a large structure and size in order to have power and strength, right? But that's far from the truth. These myths are actually lies. And I'm going to tell you the truth in this video. In this video, I'm here to redefine the stereotypes and what myths and surroundings of strength and size could be holding you back from achieving your true fitness goals and reaching your full potential. So, have a pen and a notepad ready, because we are going to go deep into the anatomy and physiology principles behind strength training. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about this because we're going to go deep into the science behind this. And then stick around toward the end of the video, because we're also going to discuss and highlight how understanding your body can help you maximize your full potential no matter what size you are. So, without further ado, let's get started. I'm Jackie Terry, and I'm here to tell you that size and strength don't necessarily go hand to hand. And that's the truth. And I'm going to break this down to you, starting with the iconic figure that shocked the world and changed many beliefs about strength and size. And if you don't know who this iconic figure was, take a guess. Take a guess. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it. Take a wild guess. No, I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to give you a hint. Okay. Do you understand the hint right here? I'm pointing to my shirt. This iconic man was no other than the legendary Bruce Lee. Yes. So, standing at 5 feet, 7 inches, and weighing only around 140 pounds, the average person would think, well, there's nothing special about this guy. What's so special about this guy? So you'll probably underestimate him, right? Let's be honest. And really, I can tell you right now, if you did underestimate Bruce Lee, it would be the worst thing you can ever do. You see, Bruce Lee was a small giant in the world of strength. Even though he only weighed 140 pounds, he showcased that true strength is not merely about physical size, but about mastery over one's mind and body. And I love breakdowns, so I'm going to break this down even more. Don't worry. I'm going to break this down to you on an anatomy and physiology level, because I like to dig deep into the science of things, how the body works, right? So the key to Bruce Lee's explosive strength and power was that he understood how the central nervous system works. And central nervous system, this is a long-term vocabulary word, so I'm just going to use an acronym now because I don't feel like saying central nervous system throughout the entire video, right? So we'll just go with the abbreviation, which is CNS, right? Same thing. Central nervous system, CNS. Well, we'll go with that abbreviation. When I'm talking about central nervous system, I'm just going to say CNS. So think of your CNS as the master control system of your body. It's like the supercomputer of your body that really controls everything you do. It controls your movements. It controls your thinking. It's crazy. It's like a supercomputer. That's what the central nervous system is. So the supercomputer, the CNS, ensures that every software runs in sync with your programming. The CNS also coordinates signals between your brain and your muscles. And this is where we get the dynamics of Bruce Lee's incredible strength, right? You see, Bruce Lee's training wasn't just about lifting weights. It's far more than that. You want to know what Bruce Lee's training was really about? It was about developing a strong connection between his mind and his body. If I were to break this down into an analogy, right? I would say Bruce Lee is like a small engine in a sports car. We'll go with that. Meaning, he was a small in stature, but capable of explosive energy. So while a sports car might not be the largest in the market, its engineering allows it to produce remarkable speed and agility. That's exactly what Bruce Lee was. He was like a sports car. Incredible. But where does this remarkable speed and agility and explosive strength come from? Where does it come from? And many people ask me, right, all the time, how do I enhance it? How do I get remarkable strength and explosive strength and agility like Bruce Lee? Don't worry, I got you on the answer. And these are commonly asked questions, right? People ask me this all the time. So, I'm going to tell you the secret. The secret lies in understanding the muscle fibers in your body. Your muscles are made up of two different types of fibers. Do you get my drift? The two different types of fibers are fast twitch and slow twitch. and they are the building blocks of strength. Slow twitch fibers are great for endurance activities. For instance, like running a long distance, right? Or jogging at a steady pace. Or steady state cardio exercises. These are all slow twitch muscle fibers, right? The great thing about slow twitch muscle fibers, they help you sustain the effort over a long period of time without getting tired, right? So you'll have more energy to sustain and produce without getting tired. This is highly beneficial. The only drawback to slow twitch muscle fibers is they're not as powerful, right? So you won't get that quick burst of explosive energy and power. You won't get that with slow twitch, but you will get endurance, right? You will be able to jog. You will be able to run for a long period of time. Your oxygen levels will be up. You'll be incredible, which is good. You want to have both. But if you want strength and power, this is where the fast twitch muscle fibers come into play. These fibers are built for explosive power and strength. They kick in when you need to sprint or lift something heavy quickly. And dig this, you smaller guys are going to like this. And I'm talking about smaller between maybe 150, 135, maybe even 160. But you're going to like this. If you are a small stature, I have some great news for you. Did you know that research has shown people with smaller statures often have a higher percentage of these fast twitch muscle fibers in their body, right? Highly beneficial. This is no lie. This is how I got so strong, right? At my size. This means you can actually generate more explosive energy more efficiently. Which takes us back to my guy over here, Bruce Lee. Man, I'm telling you, Bruce Lee was a genius. He knew how the fast twitch muscle fibers in the central nervous system worked. Straight genius. So he trained his central nervous system and fast twitch muscle fibers, rapid firing techniques, drills, and conditioning. This actually put Bruce Lee on a whole nother level when it came to supernatural strength, especially with the stature and size Bruce Lee had. Bruce Lee was also a master in body mechanics. He understood how to utilize his body and strength efficiently. This is why Bruce Lee was able to move so fluently and had a great reaction time and muscle coordination. It's also why he could deliver a powerful punch that literally felt like you were getting hit by a freight train despite his smaller frame. It was incredible. I also use Bruce Lee's methods as a powerlifter, right? Because I was a powerlifter many years ago, and I still got it. I still got it, baby. Come on. I still got it. But as a powerlifter, I incorporated a lot of Bruce Lee's training principles in my powerlifting stages. And I still do until this very day, right? I was 165 lifting 315. So on the internet, you can Google it. You just type in Jackie Terry 315. You're going to see me lifting that crazy weight at 165. I document everything, baby. Come on. If it's not documented, it happened. But that achievement wasn't just about raw strength. It actually went deeper. To me, it was more about understanding the anatomy and physiology side of it, and most of all, Bruce Lee's training techniques. I'm going to take you behind the physiology side of my training and how I got so strong. And how I was able to incorporate the same amount of strength as Bruce Lee at my body weight. Because in the long run, I was no different. I was like maybe like 165, right? Or 160 and lifting twice, maybe even triple my own body weight. 315, my max, one rep max was 335. And then with a spot, it was triple that by lifting 405, right? So on this segment, I want you to get a pen and a notepad ready because these are going to be some really good notes you want to take if you're a smaller stature and you want to get power and you want to get really dense muscles like this. So let's get started. Have your pen and notepad ready. So particularly when you bench press, you engage muscle groups such as the chest, triceps, and shoulders simultaneously at the same time. These are called compound movements, where different muscle groups are being worked out at the same time. As I mentioned earlier in this video, Bruce Lee trained his fast twitch muscle fibers, which enabled him to have explosive power and strength. Right. Come on. Follow me. So, I realized this, right? Because I used to watch a lot of Bruce Lee videos, right? And I wondered how he got so strong. So I realized this, right? I've actually really studied his technique. So I decided to incorporate that same technique of explosive strength and power in my training as well, right? So my main focus when I came to the gym was to ultimately activate my fast twitch muscle fibers. So each time I would come to the gym, I would lift the heaviest weight possible first. And then I will go to my normal routine. As we go deeper into the physiology aspect of Bruce Lee's training, I want to talk about motor neurons and how Bruce Lee and myself used motor neurons to our advantage in order to attain the ultimate strength, power, and size. But, right? Yeah, I know you guys are like, what the heck is a motor neuron? What is that, right? What exactly is a motor neuron, right? I'm not just going to say motor neuron and that's it. No, I'm going to give you the complete breakdown of what a motor neuron is. So, just follow me. So, think of a motor neuron as the messages that communicate between your brain and your muscle. When you decide to move, like throwing a punch or throwing a kick or lifting weights, your brain sends signals through these neurons to activate the muscles needed for that lift or that punch or that kick. The more efficiently your motor neurons work, the more powerful and coordinated your movements become. Just like Bruce Lee trained the central nervous system to act quickly and powerfully, I follow this method. And I worked on my central nervous system and motor neuron efficiency. Like I said before, the motor neurons are responsible for sending signals from your brain to your muscles. The more efficient these neurons communicate, the stronger the contraction is. Very interesting stuff right here. That's why it is so imperative, and I say this all the time, it is important, it is essential that you train with heavy weights because it improves your neural connection. And by improving your neural connection, mind and body and muscle connection, right? This allows you to fire more muscle fibers simultaneously. You see, my man Bruce Lee, he understood that strength is not about size. He understood the principle, right? It's about how effectively you can use your body, right? Remember that. Strength is not just about size. It's about how effectively you can use your body. So my advice to any beginner working out is to train your whole body rather than just isolate different muscle groups. That's why in my powerlifting stages, I always use the bench press for my workouts. Always. I will always start out with the bench press. And I don't care what anybody says. To me, the bench press is the total upper body developer. And I'll give you a full breakdown on why this is true, right? Because I'm not just saying this, right? I'm powerlifting, working out for years, studying fitness and anatomy for years, so I wouldn't feed you any crap, right? So there's a big misconception on the bench press being nothing more than just a chest exercise. But this could be far from the truth, right? This is actually a myth. It's one of those gym myths. It's a lie. You're only working out your chest. No. So many people don't realize that a successful bench press, like when you bench press properly, it requires you to work your whole body for the lift, right? You're not just using your chest. And I'll explain this on a physiology level. I want to explain this to you because I want to give you the real breakdown. So when you lie on a bench press and you grip the bar, there are two things that happen. The first thing that happens is stabilization. And the second thing that happens is force production. When you grip the bar under a bench press, your core muscles, right? The rectus abdominal, the sternal obliques, I'll just say your stomach muscles, right? Well, your core muscles are engaged to stabilize your body. So I want you to think, right? I'm going to give you another breakdown. Think of the core muscles as the foundation of a house, right? Your core muscle is the foundation of your house. If it's strong, the house stands firm, allowing it to function properly. So force production is also required, right? And that's when you lower the bar to your chest and push it outward. You're not just using your chest muscles. You're engaging multiple different muscle groups across your body, right? For instance, when you bench press correctly, at the right capacity, at the right value, you are putting on more muscle than any upper body developer. And I'll explain why. You see, when you bench press, not only are you building your chest, just by pushing the weight off your chest, you're also building the muscles in your shoulders, right? So not only is the chest engaged, but your shoulders are engaged as well. The shoulders actually help stabilize the barbell and assist in the entire process of the bench press and lift. So you're working out your chest, you're working out your shoulders. The shoulders stabilize the barbell. Strong shoulders are crucial for maintaining proper form and control. Not only are you building your chest, not only are you building your shoulders, but also you are building the triceps, which is the back of your arm. This thing right here. See those triceps? Pretty strong, right? Look at that. God damn. Woo. Let me get back on topic. So these muscles play a significant role in the lockout process of the lift. The triceps, when bench pressing, are responsible for helping you push the weight all the way up to the top, right? So at the bar, chest level right here, when I'm pushing that weight all the way up to the top, my triceps are responsible for that movement, right? And a lot of people don't realize this, but you're also working out your back muscles and when you bench press, right? Which in fitness term is called the latissimus dorsi, right? It's a crazy term, right? All these terminologies and vocabulary you have to learn when you're in personal training school. Wow. But it's okay. Latissimus dorsi, but you could just call it back muscles. While this is not a primary mover, your lats, right? So these are your lats. Your lats are engaged to stabilize your upper body and help control the lift. A lot of the times when you're lifting heavy, you actually go through the muscle pre-exhaustion stage. If you don't know what the muscle pre-exhausting stage is, this occurs when your primary muscles become fatigued before completing the lift.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, get the spots.
And I want to give you an example of this so you fully understand this, right? So the information sticks to you. That's my job as a teacher. That's my job as a fitness trainer, is to give you examples so this information can stick to you and you can apply it, right? Right? Yeah. So for example, right? If your chest muscles tire out first during a bench press, your body recruits other muscle groups to help complete the lift. For instance, if your core muscles, such as your abdominal and oblique muscles, right, stabilize your torso, this prevents your body from arching during a heavy lift, right? Like I said before, your core is the foundation of your power lifts. This is why the bench press is the ultimate champion of the total upper body development experience, because you're able to pre-exhaust all your muscles simultaneously, right? So you get the best of both worlds. You're pre-exhausting all your muscles simultaneously, and you're getting a full body workout all with one exercise, which is the bench press, and which is why I'm able to look like this at damn near 40, right? From the bench press. So when your chest muscles tire out, your body begins to rely more on your shoulders and your triceps to continue the movement.
That's some extra reps. He said 15.
This shift and engagement allowed you to push through those final reps, ensuring that you can still complete the set when you are at the peak, the final moments of your workout. You're pre-exhausted, but these other muscle groups take over. This is the pre-exhaustion stage, right? During the pre-exhausted stage, your back and your legs, right? Your legs actually start kicking in. This happens when all your primary muscle groups are pre-exhausted and tired out. You may find yourself arching your back slightly, right? And I have gotten many a slack on this on YouTube when guys see me lift. They're like, oh man, you're arching your back. You're like, get the heck out of here. All right. But besides the point. So you may find yourself arching your back, right? Or using your legs to drive to lift the bar, right? So all these muscles have to start kicking in when you're under a heavy bench press and you're doing multiple sets, multiple reps, right? These are called pyramid sets that we do. And I'll explain that in another video. So this is the equivalent to how Bruce Lee would engage his entire body in the movement, right? Just like you use your whole body on the bench press, Bruce Lee understood that by engaging his entire body in a movement, he wasn't just limited to his strength being in one muscle group. Far from it. But he realized that the true strength and power came from using all muscle groups, from all the muscle groups working together. This philosophy applies perfectly with the bench press. That's why I love doing bench press so much. In the year 2024, I am still doing bench press workouts. Because really, like I said before, you engage multiple muscle groups and you get better results in a shorter duration of time, right? So, as we close out this video, to all my smaller individuals, man, 135, 150, 120, 110, I don't care, right? I hope you got value from this video, and I hope you understand the physiology and the psychology and the anatomy behind this video. So when you have a clear perspective, if you were ever if you're ever feeling discouraged because of your size, just take a page out of Bruce Lee's book. Just remember this before I end this video. Just remember this. It's not about how big you are, right? It's about how well you can use your body. And I've been saying this throughout the whole video, and I'll say it again. It's not about how big you are. It's about how well you can use your whole body by focusing on the key components that we talked about in this video, such as motor neurons, and essentially mastering your techniques and training your muscle effectively. By doing all of this, by mastering your techniques, training your muscles effectively, understanding motor neuron recruitment, you can achieve strength that surprises everyone, including yourself, right? Right? You always want to surprise people. You want to have people look at shock in the gym when you're lifting that weight. They're like, "Oh, what the heck is this little dude doing?" Right? So don't believe the myths about having to be the biggest in the gym to lift the heaviest. Do not believe that myth. It's all a myth. Just realize you have the full potential to lift heavy and perform at your best, no matter what size you are. And me and Bruce Lee are living examples of that testimony. I am Jackie Terry. And if you got value from this video, if you learned something from this video, like, subscribe, and comment. God bless you all. And my job as an influencer, as a fitness trainer, is to give you the knowledge and the skill so you can become a better version of yourself, mentally and physically. And I'll be putting out more videos like this to keep you updated and educated on the anatomy and physiology and psychological side of fitness, right? I love it, right? I like to go deep into that stuff, man. So to all my smaller individuals in the gym, let's just get out there and show the world. Show the world what we're about, man. We got this. Come on. We got this, man. I believe in you. I know you got this. Because true power will always come from within. I'm Jackie Terry, and I am